Yesterday, we took you to Marysville, Washington to show you how that community is trying to solve homelessness. The zero-tolerance approach is something mayoral candidate Nadine Woodward says she'd like to bring here to Spokane. Our Mayor Kawash walked you through the program and compared it to what solutions are available in Spokane now. The Mayor, we had a lot of response and a lot of questions.
We've had hundreds of questions, comments, concerns since our story aired just last night. Marysville's approach is a clear ultimatum. Take the treatment the city is offering or get arrested. I looked through some of your most asked questions to help further explain this approach.
One question we saw over and over again, what about the homeless that aren't addicts?
You have what I would call the tragically homeless, the mother with a couple kids maybe that suffered domestic violence, a family that's down on their luck, lost their job, somebody who had an injury.
This ultimatum isn't really for that group of the homeless. Marysville Mayor John Neering says a mesh housing program has been successful for those who became homeless for a reason other than addiction. He also says it's taken collaboration from the local churches and the Union Gospel Mission to make that all work, and that actually lines up with what mayoral candidate Nadine Woodward wants for Spokane if she's elected.
The faith community and the business community, and get them on board and actually ask them to mentor some of these people who are going through every step of this process, because they're going to need help.
Another question, the most commonly asked about the program, who's going to pay for it? Well, right now, Snohomish County Human Services funds the drug rehab treatment in Marysville, as well as 6 months of that person's housing once it's secured. Woodward says she prefers funding a program like this over some low-barrier housing options, ones that don't restrict shelter because of drug or alcohol use.
You know, the cost is fairly, I don't want to say nominal, but it's certainly not the same as going out and spending millions and millions of dollars on shelters, low-barrier shelters, that, let's face it, quite frankly, aren't moving people along.
And finally, could Spokane even accomplish this with our current county jail?
No, our jail is overcrowded. I urge everybody to try to take a tour of the jail right now, because those conditions are not, they're deplorable. And we need to figure out what the right size for a new jail is, and we need a municipal service center where we take misdemeanors out, put them in a different system. Misdemeanors don't belong in the county jail.
A new jail is something both mayoral candidates want, but there's no current plan in place to build one, and it's really expensive. Marysville is actually building a new jail of its own right now. It's $23 million, and again, Spokane is about 3 times bigger than Marysville. Reporting live in studio, I'm Mayor Kawash for News Now.